In this video, I'm going to show you some of the amazing examples we currently have of Footprint being used in the market today, both from an end user standpoint and also an industry. The power of Footprint is in its ability to bring to surface layers of data from the blockchain in an easy to do visual way. And after viewing this video, I hope you get the sense of the power of this tool. If you look at the sidebar on the left here, you'll see headings: metrics, chain, DeFi, projects. These are dashboards which have been categorized by real use cases. And when we go through these examples, you really get the sense of the power of the analytics which Footprint can provide you. So first I'll click into the metrics tab. Now, just by looking at the categories here, I see this area as providing a great high level view of the market to keep your finger on the pulse from an overall market perspective. Now, if we look into Ethereum gas, a big talking point due to gas fees, these charts here provide a great representation of how price has behaved over the last few weeks. If you look at comparison between the gas fees versus burnt fees, the average price of gas versus the average base fee per gas, and so forth. So you do get an idea about how Ethereum gas has behaved over the past few quarters. Now, another example, if you look at top dexes, the dashboard here provides a summary of the top dexes by TVL, a great gauge to form a high-level view of the market. You can also look at, top 20 DEX TVL in different chains. We can see here that Curve is currently the market leader. And we can continue to observe this market just in case there's any other chains which begin to progress over the next few months. And next we can move over to top gainers. And they're an example of a great snapshot in this dashboard. We can have a look at market cap growth rates by chain. You look at market cap growth rates by category and TVL growth rankings. So these are just a few of the metrics dashboards that we have here on Footprint. And just by looking at these few charts, I'm getting a real sense of a high level view of the market, and I hope you are too. I'm already getting the sense of DEXs which have confidence to where the money flows are going. I'm already getting the sense of DEXs which have confidence to where the money flows are going. Again, these are just a few of the examples which we have created, but what you can create is really up to your imagination, and Footprint allows you to do that. Okay, so in this next section, we are going to move on to have a look at chains. In this area, we can get an idea of the performance of public chains as a whole. For example, on the right here, we can see market share of TVL by chain. Moving down, we can also see the split of TVL by category. And we can also see the number of protocols by chain. If we want to get more specific, we can also look at performance metrics of specific public chains. Let's take a look at the Solana ecosystem. With a TVL of $11 billion, Solana enjoyed a strong ramp in TVL in September, and you might wonder why. Now we can actually see that. If we scroll down to Solana TVL by category, we can see that the two areas which contributed to this were DEXs and yield categories. And if we continue down further, we can also begin to see the TVL for DEXs in the Solana chain and how they split, which is really fascinating and insightful. And you can really begin to form a picture of the ecosystem. And so far, I hope you're getting the sense of the overall market picture you can form with this type of data. So for the next section, let's skip on over to something that's a bit different, which is projects. This area, in my opinion, showcases some of the great impact that Footprint can offer. The ability to surface granular levels of detail which solve real-world problems in the industry. In this area, we'll see a number of projects which we have developed solutions for, allowing users of these projects with greater access to detail. Now, what's the benefit of this? Increased confidence and engagement within the ecosystem for both the project and users. So let's take an example that I love showing. So one of the projects that we had the privilege of providing a dashboard for is Curve Finance. And this is Curve Finance's webpage. If you can see on this screen, this is how they present their data. And you can see it's like you just transported back to Windows 98. Now, if you compare that dashboard to what we created for them, it's light and day. Not only can you see the level of detail, you can begin to drill into individual pools. And as an investor in this space, it's extremely important to be able to keep your finger on the pulse in these markets. And so I hope with these few examples that I've brought to your attention today, you can really see the power of what Footprint can offer. And hopefully you'll be able to present another use case sometime in the future.